Welcome back to the FanWire podcast with your host, Delano. Hey, we are 1 day away from the total change, the breakthrough and change for the Washington Mystics. If you are not aware, this WNBA draft, the 2025 WNBA draft, is going to change the Washington Mystics trajectory from this point forward for the better. It's about to change. Everything is about to change. So, if you're not aware, we have 3 first-round draft picks. And we have a second-round draft pick and a third-round draft pick. So that's a total of 5 picks in this WNBA draft. So, let's jump into it and see who we project will be picked by the Washington Mystics. And guess what? We have 2 scenarios. So if one way goes, then guess what? If it doesn't, we got another one for you. So just stay tuned and keep your eye on what we got going on. Because when we shoot, we score. If you've seen any of our other prediction videos, so check out the video right here. We predicted who would be cored by various WNBA teams. We did it like a day before. And when we say we hit on every single one, you might want to listen to your trusted source. Doing a WNBA draft is a little bit more difficult, but we see the value in a lot of these players. So take a second before we get started. Subscribe to the channel, right? Like the video, right? And hit the share button real quick. Take 2 seconds. Take 2 seconds. It'll mean so much to us, especially what we have coming forward. And then we also got another announcement at the very end related to the WNBA draft. And if you are watching the Mystics fan, you might want to stick to the end because we got something special for you. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So again, this is the very first scenario related to the WNBA draft. And this is going to be the shakeup because, people are saying that this draft is going to go a certain kind of way because we already know who the number 1 pick is going to be. Paige Buckets is already, let's go ahead and just wipe her off the board. Unless some type of dramatic trade occurs, we do have some assets that we can put into a package, but we'll see what occurs. All right. So, if Dominique Belonga is not drafted in the first pick, which is going to be very difficult for that to occur, or the second pick to Seattle, so that's Dallas with the first pick or Seattle with the second pick, Dominique Belonga will be drafted by the Washington Mystics. Hey, I better get ready. Y'all better get ready. So just some feedback, just so you can be aware of what makes Dominique Belonga such a coveted pick going forward. Dominique Belonga is from France. She is 6'6". She's mobile. She can shoot the rock. She can defend. And she can rebound. And guess what? She's only 19 years of age. And she's looking forward to coming to the WNBA. So, additionally, with Dominique Belonga coming from France, she is on the France national team, right? So she plays in the Olympics. So she got to be good, especially at 19 years of age. She's a killer. She's a killer. All right. So during a Euro Cup for women over in France, She played 14 games, averaged 18.5 points, 11 rebounds, almost 1.5 assists, and her efficiency level was 22.9. Trust me. If she's available, you might as well go ahead and get her jersey together because she will be a Washington Mystic. All right. And for her NBA comparison, they compare her to Victor Wembanyama. So if you watch NBA basketball, you already know she needs to come on over to the Mystics. All right. And, she can show the lay of the land with Alex Starr. That's the number 2 draft pick from last NBA draft for the Washington Mystics. The Washington Wizards. So, perfect pairing. Perfect pairing. All right. So, if the draft goes in this direction, right? So, we have Dominique Malonga as the first round pick, our number 3 pick. Because remember, we got 3 first round picks. So, we got the 3rd pick, the 4th pick, and the 6th pick. So, coming up next, we have, let's see who we got coming up next. We got at the number 4 pick, Cheyenne Sellers, the dynamic Swiss Army knife that played at Maryland University. When I say she's a superstar, she can do it all. She can play the point. She can play the 2. She can play the 3. She can shoot. She can pass. She can defend. She do it all. Swiss Army knife. Played at Maryland University. Cheyenne Sellers. Come on home. Just stay on in the DMV. Come on. Just stay on in the DMV. Because she is dynamic. She's phenomenal. She don't play no games. Right? Then on top of that, let's give you some stats on what Cheyenne did. So we got Cheyenne with 14.4 points a game, 3.8 rebounds a game, 4.1 assists a game, and she is a dynamic shooter. Free throw line, pretty much automatic, 86%. 40% from 3. 46% from the field. She's very efficient. She doesn't turn the ball over too much. She's what you need because she can be your backup point guard, your starting small forward. She can play the 2, or she can play the 1. You want dynamic players that can do it all and be productive and efficient on both the offensive side and the defensive side. Perfect pick. Perfect pick. All right. So she also broke many records for Maryland. Points, rebounds, assists. Hey, it don't get no better. All right. So, as you can see, this draft is not the typical draft that you have been hearing from all of the people on social media, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and everywhere. Because we watch the games. We see what people can really do and how they fit, right, into our team. So next up, let's go ahead and shake some things up again. I don't know if y'all really ready for this one. We're going with Harmony Turner with this number 6 pick. This is the shake. We're shaking it up. We're shaking it up. And Harmony Turner is going to be the steal of the draft. Hopefully and perfectly, it's because the Washington Mystics drafted her. That's what we hope and pray over here at the FanWire podcast. To even be accepted at Harvard, you know what kind of brain and how smart this young woman is, right? On top of She's a baller. And this is not any type of shot at Harmony Turner, but this is what she proclaims. Nerds hoop too. Hey, I love it. I love it. And what she can bring to the table off the pick and roll, off the, hey, I'm going to get downhill on it and score a bucket or get somebody the right pass. She can see the game. She is going to be a steal of the draft. She's 5'10", and she can get it done, right? But, you might be like, hey, she played in the Ivy League. I really don't know too much about her. But if you watch the games, you know what she about. On top of it, if you watched and saw what she did in the March Madness that just ended, she's a killer. She's a cold killer. And to do what she does on a team that doesn't have a whole bunch of stars or a whole bunch of top tier players, trust me, bank it. We better get her one way or another. One way or another. All right. So just to give you some feedback on her game, she averaged 22.5 points a game, 5.4 rebounds, 3.4 assists, while shooting 43% from the field. Right? So, and also one more thing. She's a lockdown defender on top of being an elite scorer. So she averaged almost 3 steals a game. Right? Look out for Harmony Turner. Right? All right. So with that being said, she, you might be like we said earlier, you might have questions about the talent that she played against, right? The schedule that she played against. But when she played against top tier schools, ranked schools, let me give you a picture of what she did. So this is last year, right? Second game of the season. She started off the second game of the season. They played Indiana University, the number 25 ranked team. They took them to overtime. 72-68 was the final score. Harmony dropped 24, had 4 rebounds and 4 assists, and 6 steals against a top 25 team. Get her. Get her. Then the last game of the season, they played Michigan State in March Madness. She dropped 24 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Get her. And she got that dog in her. She's an animal. She don't play no games. She reminds me of Russell Westbrook on the NBA side. She don't play no games. You get her. You get her. And like Cheyenne Sellers, she reminds me of, on the top end, Penny Hardaway. At the baseline, what's my guy from Dallas? Give me 2 seconds here. Let me look up the name. I know the name, but you know how sometimes it eludes you sometimes. Give me one more second here. Let's see here. He played for the Washington Wizards at one point. He's a journeyman now. Spencer Dinwiddie. All right. So, first 3 picks. We got Dominique Malonka. Then we also said Cheyenne Sellers. And then we got Harmony Turner for the first round. So we shaking it up. And these players actually fit with the squad and with the coaching staff. and what the GM said they're trying to do. They're trying to get quality ball players that have stories that also had a doubt that can play defense and get down the court, get down. Trust me, you want it. You want it. So now let's dig a little deeper. Let's hit this second round because most of your YouTubers, they not giving you no second round or no third round. So let's get to this second round. All right, so second round, we're gonna go with the local talent, Madison Scott from Indian Head, Maryland, right down the road. Trust me, she's a baller. She get it done. All right, so Madison Scott is a 6'2" guard / forward, right? Averaged 11.8 points a game, 5.1 rebounds, 3.7 assists. When I say she got that doubt, she got that doubt. You want her on your squad. She is what we need as a Mystic. Trust me, because all these players I'm telling you about, they got that doubt, and they can hoop, right? They quality people, right? So you want her on the squad with a third round pick. All right. So let's dig a little deeper. Let's get to this third round pick. The third round pick is going to be Sedona Prince. That's a 32nd pick, the third round pick. Sedona Prince is a phenomenal ball player, but she come with a little bit of baggage, right? She's a 6'7" center that can score and rebound the ball. I don't really see her fit with the team as being that scorer, but it's good to be able to have that ability. Because there's some big ladies, there's some tall ladies that is hooping out here. So we need somebody that can bang with those ladies and also is tall enough to give them some go, right? So Sedona Prince with the third round pick, she averaged 17.2 points a game, had 9.4 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and she shot almost 60% from the field. So she's effective down low. But again, she came with some baggage. But, they said that's all behind her. It's some alleged things, but we're not going to go into all that. But we going to say that she will be a great third round pick for the Washington Mystics, right? All right. So now let's get into scenario number 2. So this is it's going to be a little bit more familiar to what you're used to, what you've been hearing, right? So, but we got some twists and some turns to it, right? So y'all ready? All right. So with the scenario 2 and the first pick, we're jumping all the way back to the first round, right? We got Sonoya Citron, right? She is a 6'1" guard out of Notre Dame University. Averaged 14.1 points, 5.4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 48.4 from the field. But now let's talk about her 3-point shoot. She averaged 37 from the field, right? From 3-point land. And she is a great spot-up shooter. They have her projected as being a dynamic defender, but I got some questions about that. But she has definitely shown that she can shoot the ball, she can handle the ball. So it would be great to have someone that has that ability. You could say she can be the third person to bring the ball up in type of like press scenarios and things like that. Especially on the second unit, she can kill, she can dog on the second unit. All right. So she's a shooter. She has been slotted as being a top tier defender. She has great active feet, but I just don't think her feet are fast enough. I think that she would be a good fit, but I'm not looking for her to be the lockdown defender that people might think she should be. I don't think so. I think she'll be a quality defender, but not top notch. Because when you see her play against other players that can get downhill, it can be kind of like, hey, it's a turnstile a little bit. They go right past them. But with the right situation, she could definitely be a quality defender. All right. So let's see here. Now, let's get to the next pick. This thing is moving way too fast. This just did me dirty. Okay. It showed y'all way too much. All right. So the next pick will be Kiki Erfan out of USC. Kiki is a 6'3" forward that averaged 18 points a game, 8.4 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and shot 49% from the field. So she is effective from down low, and she also has a nice little mid-range jumper. And but my question is she going to bring it every single night, right? And also how effective she will be playing center, because we do have forwards already. Aaliyah Edwards is on the team, and she's going to be the starting power forward. I ain't even tripping on that. That ain't any question. So how would she feel coming off the bench as a backup? Also, how would she feel about if she is slotted to play center? Will she be able to really bang with the bigger bodies down low? Because in college, I don't know. When she had to play bigger opponents, it looked like it was tougher than it should be, right? But she's still a quality player, a quality piece. And yeah, let's see what happens from there. All right. So next, with the number 6 pick, of course, Cheyenne Sellers, the Swiss Army knife, the 6'2" combo guard forward player from Merlin University. All right. So we've already went through the stats on Cheyenne, but you know she's a leader. She's dynamic. She did have a little bit of a knee issue. Well, she had a knee issue. She injured her knee during the season, and you can definitely see that the mobility was hindered, to say the least. But you can definitely see, like in the last game, she looked like she was getting back to herself. So by the time the season starts, or even let's say halfway through the season, she is what you want on your squad. Because even let's say you draft her and she got to sit for next until 26, she'll be a killer when she comes back. But she says she's rehabbing that knee to get herself ready. So we're projecting her to be a Washington Mystic one way or another. You did? All right. So now let's go back to Harmony Turner. If she's available in the second round, you get her. You get her because she's a killer. She don't play no games. And she's super smart. Would you not want her to be your point guard? It's super smart. Or let's just say that you have Cheyenne Sellers running the 1, and then you got Harmony as the 2, burning them up. Burning them up. And then on defense, she could check the point guard. Killer. Trust me. You want her on the squad. All right. So then we go back and we get Sedona Prince with a 3rd round pick. So we went through the entire options, all of your options for your Washington Mystics. And I think that we are on the right track when it comes to this draft. So get ready, get ready. Tomorrow is the draft. The draft kicks off at 7:30. We're gonna see what pops off and see who is gonna be in the future of our Washington Mystics. But I got one more thing to share with you. If you're not aware, the place that you need to be is with us to watch the Washington Mystics, see who is coming to the squad. We can watch it together as a community. So the FanWire podcast is hosting the WNBA Draft 2025 watch party. And this is definitely the pull-up for your Washington Mystics fans. It's the community. Let's get together. It's going to be at the Green Turtle. That's at the National Park location. So that's right there by Nationals Baseball Stadium. If you're familiar with the landscape of the DMV of DC, pull up. It's going to be at 1237 First Street, Southeast, Washington, D.C., 20003. Again, it's going to be tomorrow. That's April the 14th at 6:30 p.m. We're opening the doors so that you can get ready, get situated, get to talking that talk with all of the Washington Mystic fans. The community pull up on us because the draft starts at 7:30. You want to pull up. And trust me, if you know what we know, the fans, the community will be in the building. Trust me, believe me. You don't want to miss it. And guess what? It's going to be on plenty TVs. No matter where you at in the building, you're going to be aware of what's going on with our Washington Mystics. You dig? So pull up. Put your Washington Mystics gear on. Show your family, your community, the fellow fans of the Washington Mystics what you want to see, what they want to see. Show them how you put it on one time. And hey, if you're just a WNBA fan, hey, pull up too. Pull up too. Because we will be at capacity. Trust me. If you know how I throw events, you want to be in the building because we definitely is going to capacity. All right. So this is your host, Delano. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share it to your folks, your friends, your family, share it to everybody. Tell the world what we're doing over here at the FanWire podcast. Again, this is your host, Delano. When we shoot, we score. Thank you for tuning in. See y'all at the draft party because we watching it together tomorrow. Yeah, let's see what's popping.